All right. Happy Sunday to my awesome Wholesale to Million YouTube family. What up, you guys? I just want to hop on and do a quick Q&A for you guys. I did a meeting with my students, getting everything set up for him this morning at 9 o'clock, and then went to the gym, came home, eat, and then now I'm going to jump on a quick Q&A Sunday for you guys. Any question you have about wholesaling houses, drop it in the comment. Let's get it out of the way so we can get on with our day. So yeah, wake up. Some of you guys, if you guys haven't followed me on IG, follow me on Instagram. Go to Khang, KHANG.WTM. I am going to give you guys. So basically, I'm documenting my mentor journey, mentoring my first students, and I do post it on Instagram, giving you guys kind of, you know, a little thing here and there, kind of what the day is going about, and see how soon we can get him to get his first deal done. But I'm just super excited. So those of you who haven't followed me on Instagram, follow me on IG, and I'll keep you guys posted on the, basically on the journey and the progress, right? See how things are going. Any question you have, drop it in the comment. Boom. What platform do you use to skip trace? Skip Genies. Skip Genies, I heard, is really good. I got that from Jin. Miss Harrison, what up? Adrian Sanchez, what up, buddy? Happy Sunday. Zadia Santiago. Hi, Khang. Melvin, what up? Jackie Robinson, hey Khang, where can I find a copy of the assignment agreement? If you want to get a copy, Jackie, go to, I mean, you can ask that question. You can ask that question on the Wholesaling Houses full-time Facebook group. You could, pop it that question on Bigger Pockets. You can also, too, is check out Ty, aka the Flip Man, right? I think he give his contract out for free. If you want mine that I'm using, it does cost money. But basically, people don't buy my package because of the contract. They buy because they want to get to my script, my King Kong seller script. So powering up here, getting my protein, got done with the gym, ate my first meal of the day. Before we head out, want to jump on and do a quick Q&A for you guys. Any question you guys have about wholesaling houses, drop it in the comment. I'm at home. I'm at home today, so the internet should be internet should be good to go. I guess Sunday's supposed to be a football season now. I don't watch football. I watch my money. So there's people that spend too much time watching football, playing games, and things like that instead of spending that time on themselves, growing their business. I don't watch football or anything like that. It's not my forte. I like talking, you know, 99%, like 90% of the time, my wife and I always talk about our future, where we want to be, our goals, and also too is just goals and things that we want to do in life. Majority of the time, it's 90% of the time just business talk. What is the exact process for canceling a property you have under contract? Truth and downfall, really easy. All you need to do is send the seller an addendum saying the just say in the addendum that a purchase and sale agreement shall be none and void. That's it. And then send it to them. They sign. Send it back to you. Very easy. Marvin Bell, what do you do for fun? I like to play pool, I like to play basketball, and things like that. But now, fun to me, it's, you know, fun to me right now, let me see here. Just hang out, poker. Oh yeah, poker is, poker is probably on top, right? Playing poker, on top. I'm Asian, so have a little gambling problem. I don't go to the casino, I don't gamble. Well, before I dated the wife, I actually used to gamble and play poker at home all the time, and we play with money. We just don't play for free. There's no fun playing for free. We always bet. There has to be something at stake to make it fun. But poker, play pool. I like to shoot pool a lot. We have a pool table here at home. Jordan Sim, if someone owes $133 on their mortgage and the house is worth $180, no deal. Any question you guys have, drop it in a comment. If you haven't followed me on IG, on Instagram, follow me at Khang.wtm. Khang.wtm. That's where I'll share with you guys kind of the journey, things in between, kind of my mentor journey, and what I kind of, on tips and advice that I'm giving to students here and there. You have 2 double closing contract in your package. How do I know which one to use? Oh, Adrian sent us. There should be 1 double closing contract, and there should be a video that I explain on each one of them. So each contract should have a video explaining to you, Adrian, how exactly to use it. If you are confused, then what I'm gonna do is I'll get Keith, my web guy, to send you like that one thing separately. But in the package, I should explain to you, going through the video, explain to you which one and when to use it and how to use it. So there should be a video for each one of them. Fosline, what made you pick John as a student? What characteristic did he have that you liked? Yeah, so it was actually a really tough one. You know, we got 4 people that actually sent it in, and I watched each and every single one of them, and I had to watch like over and over again. I think I watched each one of them like twice or 3 times, and then I just kind of close my eyes and then just listen, and then kind of feel it. And it's just the thing that he said. He said, Khang, I know what I'm gonna expect coming into this. And I guess the stories, somehow our story kind of matches. You know, he's at a job right now and things like that, and he's going through this, and what he said was, I know what you expect as a student coming into this, and I know that, you know, and I know that you are going to come into this, what you're going to put forward into this, right? And then he mentioned something about, you know, that he mentioned that, you know, this is not something where he just pulled the trigger. This is something where he knows that he's not going to. So basically, for him, is he's saying this is not a what's the word? What's the word that he used? This is not an emotional things. But he said, bro, he said, dude, this is something, he said, this is not an emotional, and I don't want it to be an emotional thing, right? I don't want it to be an emotional thing. I want whoever it is to be completely understand and ready that this journey ain't gonna be easy. So we understand that. He tells me a little bit about his background, his work, and to me, it felt like his work ethic is there. And then when I had my web guy send him and told him, hey, he was the lucky one that's picked, this is what he needs to do. He never come back with an email saying, hey, where's our contract, right? Where's the contract? Can I talk to Khang? Where's the contract? And I told my web guy, Keith, I want this to be a mutual thing. I don't want this to be a pressure. I don't want this to be a sell. I could have got on the phone and easy, just sell. But I say, I don't want this to be some kind of a pressure, some kind of a sell. I want this to be a mutual where the other person just say, hey, this is it. I know Khang is it. I want it. And that's pretty much it. But if he was to email me back and say, hey, well, before I send the money, I really need the contract, right? We need to sign some kind of contract. He never asked. He just said, okay, do it. And that's what I like. And the thing is, he said that he's kind of fresh. He doesn't know much about real estate, kind of fresh. And to me, it's better to train someone fresh than someone who kind of know a little bit. Because the reason why is because as a blank piece of paper, it's easy for me to write whatever on there, right? So it's easy for me to pour my information in there instead of having a conflict where he said, oh, I learned this, now Khang teach me this, and then maybe what I tell him to do, maybe he won't, you know, it become a conflict. So I actually like it when we actually got on the phone and things like that, and he said he's completely just a white piece of paper. Any other questions? Adrian, one guy said the buyers pay both. Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, Adrian, yes. So the double closing contract, Adrian, the double closing contract is exactly to the same thing. So the double closing contract, Adrian, listen. It's the exact same thing. One of them is that, so on one of them I title that the buyers pay all the closing costs, which mean when you tell the buyer, hey, when you do a double closing, you tell the buyer, hey, you're going to pay for all the seller, which is you, right? Because you're doing a double closing, all the seller closing costs. That's the contract that you sent to them because it's title, buyer pay all the closing costs. Now, if you didn't tell the buyer that, they just come in, they just pay for their normal buyer closing costs, and you as a seller now pay for your normal closing costs, then you would use the other one, the one that said, hey, each party pay for their own closing costs, which means you're the seller, you're responsible for your excise tax and all the closing costs that a normal seller would pay and a normal traditional buyer would pay, okay? Adrian, drop me a comment, let me know if that makes sense or not. Big D, happy Sunday. Jay Riviera, I haven't seen you in a while. What up? Happy Sunday. Any other question, you guys? Drop it in the comment. Love to have, you know, this is your day. This is Sunday Q&A. It's your day. Any question, drop it in and let's just power through this. Truth and downfall. How does a market crash affect wholesaling? Imagine less buyer available. No. Truth and downfall. This is the season that you want to start planting your seeds. This is the time that you want to, you know, understand and know how to wholesale. Because you know why? When the market crash, that is when you're going to get rich, okay? So a lot of times this is a time where, for those of you who don't know about wholesaling, it's the best time to learn this business and get into it, right? Get into it, because once the market take a shift, you're going to use all your knowledge. You're going to go out there, pop it on the contract, assign it, man. You can, you know, if you get some cash or you get some partner, you can hold some properties, because that's when that's when the property are cheap. You can actually buy and hold some properties. You can do owner finance, lease option, all kinds of stuff. So you see that? So this is a time where you need to learn and study and master. And so when the opportunities comes, man, you'll be able to like acquire, like that's where people build, right? That's where people build wealth. And that's what my wife and I are doing right now, right? We're selling everything because everything is hot. We're selling a majority of our rentals. We're stacking the cash, waiting for the opportunities when the market took a shift. Man, we're going to dump everything buying rentals. We're going to go out there. I'm going to try to do everything I can to acquire as much property as I can, because at that time, it's going to be cheap. And when the market goes up, it's up to you now. You sell some of them, get the cash back, all right? But this is the time where you got to plan your crop, right? Plan your crop, and when the season comes, man, it's time to harvest. You know, see, when the market crashed at that time, my wife and I were just getting into real estate, and we're just start learning. And the time that you're learning, you know, it's just wasting, you know, the time that you're learning, you're not able to make money. So learn now, so when the market shifts, man, that's when you do it. And there's always going to be cash buyer. The one person that should worry about when the market crashes is the fix and flipper. That's the only one. Because if you buy it wrong and if you don't have enough cash reserve, guess what's going to happen? Oh yeah, baby, you're going to go down and under. Like, so basically the fix and flip has to be very, very, like whoever it is, like you really need to know what you're doing. If the market crashed, you're not going to be able to fix the property, sell it quick enough. And that's what happened in 2008, 2009. So many people, right? And it was also a rough time for my mentor as well, because he was flipping, you know, 10 to 15 property per month. Imagine, right? And he couldn't fix it quick enough and sell quick enough. So I'm telling you, wholesaling, no matter market up, market down, the best way. Wholesaling. Don't think. A lot of times people push away wholesaling. It doesn't sound sexy. That's what I did when I first went in. Fix and flip sounds sexy. You tell people you fix and flip property. They're like, yeah, man, you're a baller. You're buying house, fix and flip property, blah blah blah. Right? No, man. You guys don't know the headaches behind it, the headaches and the stress. All right? Ask anybody that fix and flip property that does at least 3 to 4 flip per month. Not 1 or 2 times a year, but 3 to 4 flip a month. Because you're not in here to make, you're not in real estate to make $50,000 a year or $100,000 a year. You want to scale it up, right? So ask those that flip like 3 or 4 a month, working on 4 a month, 3 to 4 a month, and you will know. All right? I've been there, and I can tell you, wholesaler has the best lifestyle. And you can scale up the business so much larger and you don't need a ton of cash, and you don't have to have a lot of cash stuck in there. You don't have to worry about banking. You don't have to worry about connecting with private money, hard money lender. No, not necessary. But what I would do is that if I were you, I would prepare for the down market, is connect with some banker, build the relationship, build up your credit. Like I said, this is a season where you plan your crop. And when the season comes, it's time for you to harvest. You cannot plant the crop and harvest in the same season. Most of you want to plant and then want the next day to harvest. It doesn't work like that. You plant and then the season comes, you're going to harvest. There's a season for everything. So, connect with banks, because when the market shifts, if you have a good relationship with the bank, you can go and borrow their money, 4%, 5%, right? 4%, 5% on your money. And that's what we are doing right now, right? We're building a relationship with bankers. Fosline, no, when the market is low, will there be less fix and flip? No. It's just that now there is more property out there, right? Pre-foreclosure, foreclosure. So you have to compete. So which means you just have to get the property lower, which you already know how to do already. You just have to get it lower than whatever's on the market. That's it. But as a wholesaler, let's just say that you got 4 properties under contract. All of a sudden the market shift, right? Let's say you figure the ARV is 100,000. You lock those property up under contract using the formula. And all of a sudden, 3 months or a month later, 2 months later, I'm just saying, all of a sudden the market dives, the market shifts, and the market goes down. Well, guess what happened? All you do is you have contract. You go back to the seller and say, hey, market shift, here's what's going on. We'll either renegotiate the price or we have to cancel the deal. But guess what? Guess what happened if you fix and flip property? You're done, man. You're done. If you fix and flip, you have 100,000 into the house, you're in the process of fixing and flipping, and then the market just took a turn, go down, go down, go down. Guess what happened? That's right, man. So that's why when my wife and I, we stretched so thin, right? We stretched so thin at that time. If anything happens in the market, take a shift, we would have been down and under. Financially, at the time, we were working on like 4 projects a month, 4 projects at the same time, and it was just crazy, man. You always have to make sure that you have reserve to make sure if you are fixing flipping. Anyways, you guys, any questions? And if you guys follow my channel from my OG, you guys know that Khang is all about wholesaling and all about virtual wholesaling, no fix and flip. Anthony, no, I don't put my personal out there. I don't put my personal number out there. My phone would blow up. Khang, if, let me see here. Omar, can I wholesale from Mexico? You mean like you're in Mexico? And do you have like, you're in Mexico, do you have like a green card or passport or something for that you are a resident in the US? Because I wholesale when I went to Vietnam. We went to Vietnam for 3 weeks and I closed like I closed 2 deals virtually when I was there. So all I know is you can wholesale in the US. I don't know about if you can wholesale in another country. I'm sure that people does it. I just don't know how you do it. But I'm sure there's always there's people making money. But if you're wholesaling in the U.S. and you're taking vacation and you're in Mexico, India, Europe, wherever it is, yes, you can. I did it when I was in Vietnam. All you need is Wi-Fi, internet connections. That's pretty much it. Sorry, you guys, I'm kind of like losing my voice. Talk a lot the other day on Friday with my students. Talk a lot this morning. And I'm coming down with something, so. But you know what? I got to get on and at least show you guys some love, my dedication to you guys. I'm out, asked 3 times, no more, no answer. Carlos, 12 centimeter. What up, you guys? Come on, any questions in here? About studio, I've been learning and starting to take action on Monday. I'll let you know when I get my first deal. Studio, man, you're learning and you're going to take action on Monday. The action you should start taking is right now. There's things that you can do right now, like post some ad on Craigslist, a ghost ad. You know, it's trying to collect some buyers. Post some ad on Craigslist for motivated seller. Making some phone call. You guys, don't put it off for tomorrow. It's like putting your future. Like would you like to get would you like to collect your money a day later? No, you want your money now, so start now. Khang, you put your personal number on a bandit sign? No. No. Don't put your number on bandit sign. Get a number you can track. So some other number. Chris Mole STL. All we do is virtual wholesaling. Boom. That's right. All we do is virtual wholesale. Because you know that once you can virtually wholesale in one market, you know that you can take over the United States if you want, right? You know if you can virtually in one market, you can pretty much go virtual in any market in the US. And that's what I like about wholesaling. Especially if you know you can do it virtually. Okay, close 12 centimeter. How do I close a property that is listed and investor and involve a realtor and wholesaling to an end buyer? You know, I actually have these questions. You guys have, how do I wholesale a property that's listed and involve a realtor? It's really easy. Let me tell you. It's just like a normal process. So right now, the property is listed, so which means you won't be able to use your contract, right? So just think as the agent, so you won't be able to use your contract. So the property is listed on the MLS. Let me switch the camera. Listed on the MLS. All you need to do is tell the agents to put next to the purchaser name and or a sign. That's it. And or a sign. So the purchaser name, let's just say it's you, John, or let's just say Miss Harrison. Miss Harrison and or a sign. That's it. When you put and or a sign, just tell the agents, I want to put and or a sign. The reason why is because we're going to have a couple partners involved in this deal, and we're not sure who, what name we're going to take title. Right? We have a couple of different companies. We're not sure which one we're going to take title. That's it. Simple and easy. So put and or sign. That will allow you to now assign that contract over to your end buyer. And once you got to lock up with the agents, same thing. Just think as if the agent is the seller, right? So you're like, okay, no problem. You want to set up showing. Just say, hey, I got my partner there. Can meet you there, blah, blah, blah. Just the exact same process. So once you tie it up using the and or sign, then it's just a normal process of wholesaling the deal. Once you find a buyer, say, hey, it doesn't matter if it's listed or not. You're going to be able to use the MLS contract, and don't worry about the MLS contract. For those of you who don't know, doesn't matter what they say on there. The only thing that matters is you want to say, hey, you want to let the agent know, is there a contingent? Hey, whatever the contingent is agreed upon, right? You want to get as much time as possible. They're either a feasibility contingent or an inspection contingent. Either one will give you a way out of the deal if you, for some reason, don't want to move forward to buy the property, or you can't find the buyer for it. So say, hey, I want to have a 15 days or 30 days inspection contingent on there. So within that 15 days or 30 days, your job is to do what you needed to do. And if you can't move forward to buy the property, just tell them the number's not going to work. You don't need to come up with a report. You don't need to come up with some fancy excuse. Just say, hey, you know what? After my partner, my team sit down, we calculated, we figured things out, the number's not going to work. So we just have to cancel the deal. It's really that easy. But obviously, reputation. But when you first start out, you are going to cancel deal. You are going to make mistakes, right? But over time, you don't want to set a reputation as locking property up on a contract with realtor and not following through. Omar again, is there a problem if I wholesale in the U.S., but I'm from Mexico? I don't think so, man. Like I said, I don't know if you have a green card or a citizenship, but you have to have some kind of a form of a legal resident here. I would think. Now, technically, I really don't know. I really don't know. So please, everything I give you guys is it's not any kind of advice. It's just a little tip. You know, it's my opinion. So please, if you always offer check. Gina, raise your hand. Hola, ¿cómo estás? What's your questions? She put a picture of a girl. So, hola, ¿cómo estás, señorita? Drop in the comment. Let me know what's your questions. You guys, we got about 6 more minutes. Drop in the comment. Let me know any question you have. Boom. Let's get it answered. Come on, you guys. Drop in the comment. For those of you guys that are starting out, or maybe you are going at this for a while and you haven't closed your first wholesale deal yet, and you're getting calls coming in, but you're having trouble converting the calls to actual deals, then please, man, check out my King Kong Amazing Seller Script package. The link is in the descriptions. I show you how I talk to sellers, and I'm just not giving you a script, but you actually be able to listen to me live calls that I share with you, live call that you hear me talk to seller, locking this property up in the contract like that virtually. And that's the number one thing that I told John, my student. I said, dude, very, very important is study the script. Once you master it, man, our chance of converting this lead are just so high, and it's going to take us a lot quicker to lock property up in a contract. Adrian Sanchez, the seller script is package is gold. Thank you, man. Thank you. And the thing is, when you guys purchase the package, like I said, all the contract that I used in today, it's in there. I do it each video. Don't worry. I'm a simple guy. I do each video sharing with you how to fill it out, what to use it for. And then you also get access to my private Facebook group as well. That's where I kind of pull back the curtain, share with you guys a little bit more inside the business, being able to help answer any questions here and there. I am active on there. And also too is that, you know, when you join, it's a tight community right now. I think we have over 150 members on there, and not one of them have left the group yet, because it's such a good community to be a part of. You guys got to understand, you want to surround yourself with, you know, because if you have trouble with motivation, ambitions, and when you see someone post a deal or someone saying, hey, I just closed a deal, right, it gets you all pumped up again. It lets you know that, hey, you know, I need to push and I need to go. And also too is, let's just say if you come across a hurdle, or you come across something you don't understand, or maybe a deal you're working on and you need somebody helps to analyze the deal, pop the deal on the Facebook family. There's people on there that close 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 deals already, right? V's on there, going from nothing to making 60 or 70K her first, I think, 2 or 3 months. Right? So she can help you analyze the deal. It's nice to surround yourself with people that are in the same business, because and nice to surround yourself with like-minded, right? Every single one of us, including me, we're trying to get to the next level of our life and things like that. All right, you guys? And the thing is, most of you said, you know, most of you guys said, hey, Khang, I can't afford it. Well, the thing is, let me ask you this. Can you afford your next year or your next 2 years to be the same as your last, right? Can you afford that? Can you afford 6 months later, a year later, to be the exact same as your 6 month or your year before, right? And you got to understand that you cannot change you cannot change your circumstance by doing the same thing. You got to give it a shot. You got to try something different, all right? Now, it's a no refund, no exchange products. I don't want this to be a pressure. I don't want you guys to feel like you have to. I'm just telling you guys, it's not for everyone, but it's only for those of you, and I call this group, it's a massive action taker, wholesale to million Facebook family. This is for those of you who say, oh, you know, I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'm going to think. No, this is for those of you who are massive action taker, who knows that success is not going to come easy. It's my responsibilities that I need to do whatever is necessary and require of me to make it happen. And these are people that are taking just massive action, that are not just saying, hey, oh, I'm going to buy the package and I'm just going to sit back and everything is going to fall in my lap. Not at all, man. Not at all. But what it is I'm going to help you to talk and negotiate with seller. And once you master the script, once you master the script, you will know what I mean. Like, you get on the phone with the seller, you're confident of locking that deal up. Man, I get on the phone with seller now. I'm just putting my leg up. I'm chilling. It's like you just know, right? And and a lot of you guys might ask, well, Khang, see, the thing is, like, what makes people stop pulling the trigger is they are comparing, well, if I spend $500, is the value there? Like, do I really need it? Is the value there? Is it going to help me? Well, what I'm telling you is, if you don't give it a shot and you keep on doing the same thing, then you always get the same results that you've always gotten. all right? And if you want to make the changes, if you want to make the leaps, sometimes you have to take the chances, right? And you never know. You never know until you go on the other side and you will know. But what I can tell you is we have an over 150 member on there, and not one single one of them have left the group. All right? Because we're all on there to help each other. All right? Khang, do you have anything under the 450 package? I don't have that kind of money. I've barely been able to pay my bills. Tyler, let me share something with you, Tyler. If you have a full-time job and if you are financially having an issue, what you need to do is actually sit down, look at your lifestyle. Are you spending more than what you make? And I'm just being real with you, man. I'm not trying to offend you. I'm not trying to, but you need to sit down and really need to think of what got you there. And majority of time, if people have a full-time job and if they start out with no debt and things like that, and they still don't have money, it's because they have finance problem, which means they have a spending problem. Most people spend more than what they make, so that's why they don't have any saving. When opportunities comes, they don't have the money to pull the trigger. So anyways, man, I mean, but the thing is, you know, if you want it, you find a way, right? So if you want it, if the will is there, you find a way. So that's all I got to say, man. But anyways, you guys, I got to head out. Any other questions? Adrian, would you use your script to talk to agents if the property is on the MLS? Adrian, yes. Well, when you talk to agents, just really simple, because all the information is on the MLS already. You just go and confirm with them and you ask them. And typically, when I deal with the property on the MLS, it's all about just sending in offers. Send offer, send offer, send offer, send offer, right? And the more you send out, the chance of you getting a deal under contract on the MLS is much higher. Nowadays, in today's market, get a deal on the MLS is just, it's there, but it's tough. I'd rather spend that time connecting with directly with seller, all right? So anyways, you guys, that's all the time I got. Thank you so much for those of you, and thank you so much for every single one of you guys trusted in me, believe in me, and believe in yourself, and taking that leap of faith to invest that money. And for some of you, the 495 is not much, but I know for some of you, that's everything you got in your bank. And my wife and I was once there, so I do understand that it's your hard-working money, and I try to add as much value in the package as I can. But you can ask anybody that purchased the package. Like I said, for the amount of money that you spent, to me, it worth every single penny, because to me, the biggest thing is this business, you need to know how to talk and communicate with seller to be able to get deal under contract. So thank you so much, you guys. Take care. Have a great rest of your day. I hope you guys are enjoying your day, and I look forward to seeing your guys' success.